CNN just identified what could be Trump's most devastating legal miscalculation in the Epstein investigation. The birthday letter lawsuit he filed to intimidate journalists has backfired spectacularly, potentially forcing him into sworn testimony that could trigger impeachment proceedings. House Democrats have already caught Trump in multiple lies, and the evidence keeps mounting. The Epstein investigation is accelerating beyond Trump's ability to control the narrative. When House committees start authenticating evidence while Trump's own lawsuits create legal traps, the cover-up strategy collapses. The latest revelations from the House Oversight Committee expose the systematic deception.
Standing out to me is one, we're starting to get a better picture of what's going on, what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. We also already caught the president in a lie, really. I mean, the signature on there really matches the kind of signature he would have made back in that time, and it matches many of the signatures from that time. So, the president has already been caught in a few lies related to this. I think now we're starting to see the motivation for why there's a cover-up, why this administration is so reluctant to release files that we've been asking for and we've continued to push for. The other thing is there's more documents to come. It's House Democrats on the Oversight Committee that have been pushing to get these documents, pushing to subpoena the estate, pushing to subpoena others who are involved in the sweetheart deal. And so we're going to continue to push because right now, the more we push, the more we find.
The authentication of Trump's signature creates an impossible situation for his legal team. When House Democrats promise more documents to come while Trump's own lawsuit opens him to discovery, the legal walls are closing in from multiple directions.
The January 6th nominees?
You want to take the rest of the question?
Yeah. Let's get up there with that.
The legal analysis reveals how Trump's intimidation lawsuit has become a self-inflicted wound. His attempt to silence the Wall Street Journal through litigation has created the very legal exposure he sought to avoid.
And when you talk about picking at the margins, is that around it's not my signature, it is my signature? Because he's saying he didn't he didn't craft the letter, he did not sign it at the bottom. How do you legally sort this out?
Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to matter, Kate, because you have to look back at the Wall Street Journal's reporting. I promise you 1,000 lawyers looked at that article before it came out. And by the way, you can tell because the Journal is really careful in what they say. They do say the letter exists, but they don't say definitively, well, Donald Trump himself signed this or wrote the little poem or sent it himself with a postage stamp. They actually say in the Wall Street Journal article that the circumstances around the letter's creation are unclear. So I don't know how Donald Trump establishes that is false. It's not false. They are unclear. And B, that the Wall Street Journal somehow knew that there was falsity. So again, I think he's left with very little to work with here. And I think his lawsuit just took a major hit.
What's the next move then for the Wall Street Journal now that this has been, as you say, this book has been kind of revealed, this image released, the letter put out there, and as you say, seems consistent with what the reporting was?
So we've reached a key point in any defamation case, and that's where the defendant, the party that's being sued, moves to dismiss. The Wall Street Journal would have done that anyway, and now they have way more support for that. They're going to say to the judge,
Trump's lawsuit strategy has created the legal nightmare he tried to avoid. Even if the case gets dismissed, the House Oversight Committee's authentication of his signature proves he lied about the birthday letter. If the lawsuit survives, he faces sworn depositions that could provide grounds for impeachment. The historical parallel is devastating. Bill Clinton's impeachment stemmed from lying under oath during a deposition in a civil lawsuit. Trump's pattern of fabrication under oath would likely generate multiple perjury charges that make Clinton's case look minor by comparison. The economic implications extend beyond legal costs. Presidential depositions create market uncertainty, while congressional investigations consume legislative bandwidth that could address pressing economic issues. When presidents face multiple legal proceedings simultaneously, governance suffers. The cover-up motivation becomes clearer with each revelation. Trump's reluctance to release files while House Democrats find more documents to come suggests systematic concealment of potentially criminal evidence. The authentication process proves official denials are false. The legal trap is perfect. Trump sued to stop reporting about his Epstein connections, but the lawsuit requires him to prove the reporting false. Since House Democrats authenticated the evidence, Trump cannot demonstrate falsity, making his case legally frivolous while opening him to discovery. Subscribe for breaking Epstein investigation updates and legal analysis. Hit that notification bell for Trump lawsuit coverage. And tell us in the comments, should presidents face sworn depositions in civil lawsuits while serving in office? Your engagement helps us track how legal accountability intersects with presidential power.